and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I want to give you guys an update regarding mortgage delinquencies across the United States as well as foreclosures. It's been a couple of months since I made a report regarding this, so I want to share a new report with you guys, actually two new reports with you guys today. One was just published today, and the other one was published a couple of days ago. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to be sharing the states, by the way, and also the cities that have the highest rates of delinquencies, and of course the ones with the lowest as well. There's some pretty big differences here. So the first report I want to go over in today's video here is from Corelogic. Just announced today at the time of this video, which is October 27th. I can't believe it's almost November. Anyways, here's their insights regarding mortgage delinquencies across the United States as of August. For whatever reason, Corelogic has a lag in their data here. They just announced this today for August, but there are some interesting trends they're sharing, and they're going to be sharing a more timely update regarding delinquencies across the nation here as well with a new report as well, not from Corelogic. So Corelogic gives what's called their mortgage performance analysis through August 2022. This is through August 2022. This is published on a monthly basis here. They provide stats on a national level, a state level, and also at the city level as well in the US right now. So here's what they're reporting right now, at least for August 2022. On a national level, the mortgage delinquency rate is 2.8%. 1 year ago, it was 4%. So that's a decrease by 1.2 percentage points in 1 year. So the national rate right now, 2.8%, at least as of August 2022. And according to their principal economist, who's Molly Bosel, if I'm mispronouncing her name, I'm sorry for that. But she said the following: the share of U.S. borrowers who are 6 months or more late on their mortgage payments fell to a new 2-year low in August. Also, the foreclosure rate remained near an all-time record low, which indicates that borrowers who are moving out of late-stage delinquencies meaning 90 days or more past due. So you're late on your mortgage by more than 90 days. That's considered a later stage delinquency here. So in any case, here it says, this indicates that borrowers who are moving out of late stage delinquencies found alternatives to defaulting on their mortgages. And here's a really good graphic showing the percent of mortgages that were delinquent by all these different buckets right here. So for the national average right now, 2.8% of all mortgages right now are delinquent on their mortgages. In other words, they're at least 30 days or more past due. That's a national average as of the end of August of this year. Compare that to last year in August 2021, it was 4%. So national average right now, 2.8%. Also for mortgages of 30 to 59 days past due, that only represented 1.2% of all mortgages, a slight increase compared to last year. Also for, in this bucket right here, 60 to more or less 89 days past due, flat compared to last year at 0.3%. 90 to 119 days past due decreased from 0.4% down to 0.2%. Also for this bucket right here, 120 days plus past due, these are folks that are at the greatest risk of foreclosure because 120 days is typically the time frame when a lender starts the foreclosure process here. It varies by area and varies by state though. So 1 year ago, back in August 2021, the share was 2.2%. Now it's only 1%. Also in foreclosure, increased slightly by 0.1 percentage points to 0.3% right now. And Corelogic also noted the following: the number of borrowers classified as seriously delinquent, which is 90 days or more past due on their mortgage payments in August, dropped to the lowest level since April 2020. Overall delinquency rate remained near a record low, again 2.8%. The U.S. unemployment rate stayed below 4% since the beginning of 2022, and we still have a healthy job market, at least as of now. And of course, this healthy job market helps homeowners stay current on their mortgages right now. However, as the cost of basic necessities increases with rising inflation, mortgage delinquencies could increase in the coming months as more borrowers see their monthly household budgets stretch further. One thing I do want to add regarding this is that as the Fed continues to increase the federal funds rate, they're forecasted to increase the federal funds rate next month in about 6 days from now by about 75 basis points. And then to increase it once again in December by 50 or 75 basis points. And as the Fed continues to increase the federal funds rate, this could potentially cause the unemployment rate to increase. Therefore, more people losing their jobs and losing their ability to pay their mortgages. And of course, I'll definitely keep you posted with the latest developments. Meanwhile, Corelogic notes that the serious delinquency rate, again, 90 days or more past due, is at 1.2% right now, down from 2.6% in August of 2021. Here's something else I found to be very interesting. So for August 2022, every single state logged a decrease on a year-over-year basis in their overall delinquency rates. And overall delinquency rates means at least 30 days or more past due, including those in foreclosure. And here's a graphic showing the year-over-year change in the overall delinquency rate by state. By the way, the biggest declines in the US right now were Hawaii, Nevada, as well as New York, all down by 2.1 percentage points. Also in California, Alaska, Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, as well as a lot of the southern states, all decrease in the range to 1 to 2 percentage points from 1 year ago. Corelogic also provides some information regarding serious delinquencies, in other words, 90 days or more past due. So have a look at this. These are the top 10 states that have the highest rates of serious delinquencies. Again, 90 days or more past due on their mortgages. Louisiana was actually in number one spot here at 2.5%. That was followed by New York, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and West Virginia, for example. And Alaska, DC, Illinois, and Maryland all had rates of 1.7%, where Alabama had a rate of 1.6%. And here's something worth noting as well, because there was not a single metro area in the US where the serious delinquency rate actually increased. So every metro actually recorded a decrease or was flat compared to 1 year ago, There were also 384 metro areas in the US where the rate actually decreased. So that's Corelogic's report regarding delinquencies and foreclosures as of August. But I actually found a more updated report for you guys. This is from Black Knight, just reported about a week ago for September. So here's what they had to say here. The national delinquency rate, again, these are only for mortgages, inched down 0.2% from August to 2.78%. And this, by the way, is just 3 basis points above the record set in May of 2022. So we're very close to a record low for national delinquency rates as of September, according to Black Knight right here. Also, in regards to mortgages at least 90 days or more past due, that actually fell 1.5% in September compared to August, and is now only 24% above pre-pandemic levels. Also, foreclosure starts fell 9% from August to 18,400. That's 53% below pre-pandemic levels. Also, active foreclosure inventory held steady in the month compared to last month. So as I mentioned, the overall delinquency rate across the United States right now is 2.78%, at least as of September. That's down by 28.78% from last year. Also, for total foreclosure starts, that's 18,400 for the month, down by 9.36% from 1 month ago, and up a whopping 371% from 1 year ago. Obviously, 1 year ago, we had a federal moratorium in place regarding foreclosures, so we had a lack of houses under foreclosure. And of course, because a lot of those moratoriums have expired, we're seeing this giant increase on a year-over-year basis right now. Also, the number of properties 30 days or more past due, but not yet in foreclosure, 1.5 million mortgages. That's down by 577,000 from September 2021. Also, for 90 days or more past due, but not in foreclosure, that represents 558,000 houses, or loans, I should say, down 675,000 from 1 year ago. Black Knight also shares the states that have the highest rates of delinquencies as well as the lowest. And here are the states with the highest shares of delinquencies. Mississippi actually was in number 1 right now. 6.39% is their overall delinquency rate in the state. That was followed by Louisiana at 5.62%, Oklahoma at 4.68%, Alabama 4.56%, and West Virginia at 4.46%. Look at these year-over-year changes though. Every single state here decreased by over 18% on a year-over-year basis right here. Also look at the peaks, because look at Mississippi. Back in October 2005, that was the all-time record high, when the share of houses or share of loans that were delinquent, at least 30 days or more past due, was 23.24% compared to 6.39% right now. And speaking of high rates, look at Louisiana. Back in October 2005, the ratio or the share was 30%. So 3 out of every 10 mortgages back in October 2005 were late on their mortgage, which is vastly different than right now at 5.62%. And one thing I want to touch on regarding this table right here as well is look at the all-time record lows for each of these 5 states right here, because look at Oklahoma, very close to all-time record low. Alabama, very close as well. West Virginia, very close as well there, as well as Louisiana at 5.43% was the all-time record low. Now it's 5.62%. So that's the top 5 states. They have the high share of delinquencies in the nation. In contrast, here are the ones with the lowest. The lowest share was actually in Washington at 1.64%, much different compared to Mississippi at 6.39%. That was followed by Idaho, California, Colorado, as well as Oregon at 1.93%. And again, look at these year-over-year changes here, all down by over 20% compared to September 2021. It's also interesting to see that the peak for each of these states here didn't get above 16%. So California actually had the highest peak right here at 15.65%. That was set in February 2010. Now it's only 1.78%. I mean, much different than these peaks right here. Louisiana, Mississippi, all over 20% right here. Whereas all these states right here in the range of 9% to 15%. Also, as you can see right here, the all-time record lows was right in this column right here. So the current levels we have right now, at least for September 2022, are very close to the all-time record lows that was set during this time frame right here. And with that said, please comment below with your biggest takeaways from today's video. Also, if you guys got any value in this video whatsoever, then please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Hope you guys have an awesome day and look forward to seeing you on the next video.